Welcome back to another episode of AthleteCast, episode 7, season 2. And who are we here with today?
Romelus, wide receiver at Simpson College.
Sir. Before we get started with the questions, don't forget that we've expanded to Spotify. So if you want to go over to Spotify, listen to any other podcast, just feel free to. Link will be down in the description below. Also, J-Rom here has a YouTube channel called Book Around, which also will be linked down in the description as well if you want to go mess with his channel too.
Yes, sir.
All right, so starting off first, when did you realize that you wanted to play college ball?
Oh, snap. Hey, that's low-key a hard question. I would say my sophomore year, because I saw my homeboys go to college football. I was thinking, like, why can't that be me? The thing is, especially when you don't live in, like, hella recruited places like Kansas City, you start doubting yourself a little bit, like, can you get recruited? But I didn't realize that there was other divisions besides D1, to be honest with you. Like, I know that might sound crazy, but I've always thought, okay, because everybody said, like, D1 or bust, and I'm like, damn, like, what does that mean? So whenever I learned that there was D2, D3, NAIA, JUCO, I was like, damn, there's all these different options. Like, there got to be a way for me to go to college. So that's why I was like, shit. Can I cuss?
Yeah, you good.
All right, but I was like, shit, if I can, go to these camps and get an offer, then cool, then I can play college football.
All right, so you transferred here, right?
Yeah.
So what school did you go to before then?
Concordia University, Wisconsin. Yeah, we don't claim that no more. I know that I'm wearing that gear right now, which is kind of crazy to say that I don't claim them, but like all my Simpson gear, not ruined, but like I need to go wash them because we be at weights every single day. I feel like so. I need to go do that.
All right, so when you was going through your recruiting process, like how did you have any other offers besides Concordia? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I had I think it was 5 or 8 complete offers. Most of them were NAIA schools, and then I had this school, actually, what's it called Concordia University, Wisconsin, and then I was in talks with like some like lower level D2s, but sadly I had a 2.4 GPA, bro. Just one more point, and I could have went D2. I think I could have even went D2, which is the crazy part. But yeah, I had all these other offers on the table, but when it came to even committing and everything, that's a whole nother story. So yeah.
So what, like, is Concordia a D3 school?
Yeah.
So what made you choose D3 out of NAIA?
Yeah. The reason why I picked D3 is because I know that we could have got scholarships if I went NAIA. I know I could have got a little bit of bread. But when you go to those campuses, they don't have the facilities. They don't have none of that. Like, to be honest, I think it's worse than just being just a normal student when like going to NAIA. And I know that might sound crazy, but you got to hear me out. With NAIA, like if you look at the facilities, if you look at, food, all this other stuff, like the stuff I've heard from NAIA schools, bro, it was not for me. I was like, it seemed like it's worse than JUCO. And I was like, shoot, if I go D3, I know I won't have a scholarship for football. And I was like, that's a very big deal because, I don't come from a lot of money. So I was like, I have to kind of bet on myself a little bit. Obviously, if you play D3, you're not expecting to go pro. But, like, it gives you a lot of opportunities to go to school, especially that it's a private school for most Division III places. So I was like, yeah, it's either D3 or I'm not doing NAIA, respectfully. Yeah.
I mean, I've heard of some good NAIA schools, though.
I mean, yeah.
Like, all of them are not, like, how people be portraying it, like, broke down.
Yeah. I mean, there was a school called St. Mary's in somewhere in Kansas.
Ooh, I know what you're talking about.
And another school called Benedictine Ravens. Those are the best schools that I've seen that have been NAIA. But, like, dude, I went to, I forgot what school it was. It was, like, some type of Carney school. Dude, I saw the facilities, bro. Their weight room, I'm not gonna lie, it looked worse than the middle school weight room, bro. I ain't even gonna cap, bro. That's what it seemed like.
All right, so you transferred after your freshman year.
Yep, after a semester of my freshman year.
All right, so what made you, like, come here? Like, did you have any other schools looking at you coming out of the transfer portal?
Yeah, I had a total of 3 schools looking at me. Um, Honestly, I was on the fence to go to a school closer to home because everybody says once you're into the transfer portal, everybody just wants to kind of go closer to home because people are homesick and all that. But the thing that I learned from the transfer portal and everything is like, if schools really want you, they're gonna pursue you, bro. Like, and what I learned was I had a school that I was really looking forward to going to called Avila, and they had they were like right next to me. It was like 30 minutes away. I'm like, shoot, I can play football. My people can come see me. I'm like, hey, that sounds good. But for some reason, the coach just stopped talking to me. And so freaking Aldinger, he was recruiting me like crazy. He was telling me, like, I can do this, I can do that. Like, he's seen all these things I could do. And shoot, everything he said that would happen, shoot, it worked out for me. And I was like, you know what? For someone to believe in me, for one, that's all I ever wanted coming out of high school. Because everybody knows if you go D3, you thinking, man, I was good enough, but I was just probably a backup.
Yeah.
I was good enough, but at camps I was getting looked over because my 40 time was slow. Like, that's the thing about football, bro. Your 40 time, that stuff does not mean nothing if you can ball, bro. I can't lie to you. But it's one of those things where it's like you have these colleges that recruit you out of the transfer portal. And if a coach really wants you, they gonna really, go after you. That's what Aldinger did. Yeah.
All right. You were in your junior year. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure I'm correct on all this information. So, what was your biggest adjustment coming from Concordia to here? Like, what was the biggest adjustment for you?
Honestly, that's honestly a great question. I would say my biggest adjustment is a smaller school, and it's gonna sound crazy, and I'll explain. Like, I actively had to go outside to go to classes.
Wait, what?
I know. So the crazy thing about Concordia that I actually still mess with is there's a whole underground tunnel system that you can go to class or dorm to dorm or whatever. You never had to step outside at all. Like, if you wanted to go get food, you could literally just go downstairs, walk through a long old hallway, and then boom, you're there.
No, that's tough.
Yeah, and Wisconsin cold as hell. If you ever been in Wisconsin, you know it's cold. So at CUW, when everything was underground and stuff like that, I was really messing with that because I'm like, seriously? And we had beautiful views. Like, we have Lake Michigan on the side of the. Why do I keep saying we? I don't claim Concordia, bro. Concordia has this thing called a bluff. It's like zigzag stairs, and it leads into Lake Michigan. It's huge, bro. It's beautiful. So the sunrise and everything was cool. But anyways, yeah, the whole underground tunnel system that they had to go to classes, to go get food, to go to church, all those different things. Like, you never had to go outside one time if you didn't want to.
Was their campus big?
I'll say medium size. You could walk to place, but it's not easy to go to class if you're late. Like, for example, if you got Simpson or whatnot, if you're somewhat late, you can get there maybe 3 to 5 minutes. For Concordia, it would take a good 8-10 to be honest with you. Yeah. If you were walking. Now, if you're running, that's a different story.
All right. So, how do you handle the pressure of performing on the field while you balance school?
Ooh. So, for me, and I know this is going to sound crazy as hell, but when I'm actively on the field, game days, I don't feel any pressure at all.
You don't?
Not when it's a game, I don't feel any pressure at all. Now, practice, that's when I start feeling pressure. For example, when we do run on red drills, or when it's first team versus first team, I start panicking like crazy in my head because it's if I don't go get this first, then the next group goes up, and then I have to try to have a next play mentality thing in practice, and that is scarier than a game. Because in a game, you do 1, 2, 3, or maybe 1, 2, 3, and 4 down was. Then you're off the field, and you just have to rely on your defense to get a stop or whatever, and you chilling from there. Obviously you do a next play mentality, but you get a whole nother drive. I ain't tripping about that. Now, when I can say it like this: when it comes to feeling that pressure on the field, yeah, practice really does give me a lot of pressure and anxiety for real. I would say even the like littlest amount of pressure I've ever had is like going against those big schools like Central or even sometimes Dubuque. To be honest with you, I would say Co. That was the first time I felt a little bit of pressure because there was like the what's it called? You had the environment playing a factor, playing them. Yeah. This was, I think, your freshman year.
Oh, you talking about when it was
freezing
when
cold.
It was cold as fuck? Yeah,
yes,
I remember
bro.
that game.
Yes, like, and the thing was like, we didn't have no like jackets to warm us up, even though we have some underneath them.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, they need to bring those stuff back, bro. I'll be freezing, bro.
This year, when we played Central and it snowed, bro, I was like, bro, I know I've watched film and I seen motherfuckers with them big ass coats on. Where them hoes at? Where they at?
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, bro, that game, it was freezing cold, and like to try to catch a ball, because we needed first downs anytime we could get them. So when the ball came my way, bro, I was hella feeling like, okay, there's pressure on me. But like I would say that's max of it. Any other time, I'm just like, I'm playing ball. If I drop a pass, like I don't feel that pressure. I feel like, damn, I let them down, but not pressure was for real.
All right. I know you've been through some things these past like couple of months. So
yep, I knew we were gonna talk about it.
Yeah, it's a mental health challenge. It's a mental health pod, bro.
Yep.
What was the toughest like mental challenge that you had when you was going through that? And if you want to, can you elaborate what happened to the people out there that don't know?
To give you guys kind of a backstory, I had a near-death experience. I had a surgery called a left periduodenal hernia. Essentially what happened was when I was born, my entire like intestines and whatnot, they were like misformed, and essentially it left a kind of gap in my intestinal wall, and all my organs were going through that small little gap. And growing up, I always thought I just had like these stomach aches, and I would do like a certain type of things to try to make them go away, but I always just thought it was a stomach ache. And the doctors would always say like, you just have constipation or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I've always felt like there was something wrong. So I ended up going to a hospital one day, and they rushed me into emergency surgery. And I was told that I had the surgery had a 50% mortality rate, and only 2% of people in the world ever get it, which scared the hell out of me because I was glad to be alive. But when you hear those type of numbers, you thought like you can be on the other side. When you hear 50%, like just think about having a coin and just flipping it, and if it doesn't land on heads, like that's it. That's your life. That's essentially what happened to me. And the crazy part about it is that surgery is usually known for the right side of your body. So for the fact it was on my left side of my body, it was actually a 1%. So I got very lucky to be alive. I'm thankful that God, led me, kept me here to do these certain things. Now, to get in the mental health aspect of it all, it feels like you're kind of left behind when you have surgery like this. Because you see all your peers, moving on without you. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's like you want them to succeed. You want them to, obviously win and have a great time while they're playing and all that. But you start feeling the effect of, people leaving you behind. And I noticed it when I would be on the sidelines. Like, everybody would say what's up to me, cool. But it was like, I didn't feel like I was one of the guys anymore. I felt like I was just another body on the sideline. And feeling that way, I've never felt. And now, especially, now that I'm actually lifting again with the team, I'm starting to get lost in running drills and all these different drills. And it definitely plays a factor within your mental health because you're like, will I ever be that same version of who I used to be? And I'm the type of person to kind of reflect on my life and reflect on my career. And my sophomore year, like, that was the best season I've had in a while for football. And to come back my junior year and be very excited to start and then play one game and then figure out that I have to be rushed to emergency surgery and my season was over, that hurt me because it was like, man, I was really expecting to grow upon that, and for it to, kind of crash and burn, that really sucked. But the fact that my team had a 6-4 record, it felt amazing to know like we're going in, the steps that we need to. But the fact that we were, a 6-4 team and not a 5-5 team, it was like, damn, did this team get better without me? But then, there's a lot that plays into that. It starts with the coaching staff, starts with special teams, and shit, we had a punter that just went D1. We have a kicker who's going to HBCU right now. Like, there's a lot of different people that played a huge role and stepped up in where we needed it. So when I look at like the mental health aspect of my surgery and football and all these different things, to be honest, I am a victim of comparison. I compared myself to all these other people because I wanted to be in their shoes so bad because my life almost ended and I didn't know how I would, play the same. Like, still to this day, I don't know how I'm going to catch a ball and not think about, oh, someone's going to aim for my stomach. Like, I guarantee, and I know one of y'all watching too. I know one of y'all watching from the other teams, the ops. Yeah, I know y'all are. I know y'all finna be watching this podcast. You think stuff gonna be sweet and be like, okay, we gonna aim for his stomach. I'm telling you right now, I will break that tackle. So I'm letting you know right now. Once I get my mental health back, once I, be smooth and everything, I think my mental health will be better in that aspect.
So this your comeback season, right?
It is. It is.
Did they still take away your eligibility?
No, I have
since you played again.
I had. So basically, since I was removed for the rest of the season, I have another year of eligibility. So next year, I'm going to be a redshirt junior and not a senior. Yeah. But I'll be senior in the classroom. So it's kind of complicated on that. And then after that season and after that year, I have to go to grad school and then play here, if that makes sense. Or I can do another extra class and then play here in the fall. So I got 2 more years. So I'll be graduating when you graduate. Officially, so crazy work.
Okay, so have you ever in your entire career just thought about quitting football?
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Is that even a question?
And why did you keep playing?
Oh my gosh! Bro, I've never told anybody this story, so you about to hear something sweet. So basically, my junior year of high school. We had an 11-1 record, and our team our team was not the most consistent years prior. We would lose a lot of games, but be good enough to still compete. But to have an 11-1 record, it was this is crazy. This is the best season that our school has ever had, and everything. So I'm celebrating a good year. One of my homeboys, he commits to Stanford, and here's the crazy part about it. He was a soccer player for all of his life. He played 1 year of football, won the best receiver in Missouri award. His name's Moody Rubin. Look him up. He goes to USF now. That's crazy. And he won the best wide receiver in Missouri award after playing 1 year or 2 years in high school. And he got his offer from KU before he played a single down of football. So he was doing 7-on-7.
Oh, he was doing
7-on-7. He didn't play a single game of real football. But to get back to the actual question here. So the junior year goes smooth. I'm thinking I'm about to get recruited like crazy and stuff like that because we just had a good season. And then we figure out our head coach, is leaving our school, and he took all the staff with him. And we still had most of our guys that have made this team, an 11-1 team. We had seniors graduate, but we were junior heavy. So we were expected to have the same type of, effect going into the next year. And so we hired some dude named Benny Palmer. I hate you, by the way. Benny Palmer. But here's the crazy part. He's best friends with the Oregon head coach, Dan Lanning. The D1 Oregon.
D1 Oregon.
Yeah, best friends with him.
That's crazy.
I'm so serious. So when he comes through, for his first introduction as head coach, he's telling us, okay, my goal is to get y'all to college. We're gonna get new uniforms. We're gonna get a full-on football stadium because we had turf. We just didn't have a logo or bleachers. So where we played at was actually at a district stadium. So our rivals and we shared the same stadium and whatnot. So whenever we had rivalry games or whatnot, when we go against each other, everybody would be at one spot. It was confusing, but now we're building a stadium.
Wait, how did that work though? If y'all shared a stadium, say if y'all both had a game on the same day, how would that work?
Well, one of them would have to be away, one person have to be home.
Okay.
So it would be like that every single time. We could not. play at the same stadium unless we were going against each other.
Okay.
So, and even the same thing, like on one end it would say like our school, and then the other end it would say their school. Yeah, but it was the district stadium. Now, basically, now I'm gonna get to the part where I almost quit. Or, to be honest, I did quit, but people don't know that. Okay, so it's like halfway through the season, and we expected to be at like going on that path of undefeated again. Dude, we were losing games like crazy, and my homeboy, his name's Briggs Bartosh, he went crazy. He played running back, he played slot receiver, he played quarterback. But this year he had to play quarterback again. And he's a dual threat type of guy. He's a running back for the Army right now. Yeah, like if you look his name up, Briggs Bartosh, he's been going crazy at Army right now. But the thing is, we had him at QB. He was actually pretty good. But our entire team was just like, team chemistry, everything was down. So we go into a meeting, right? It's like, I would say like week 4, week 5. And basically when our new coach came through or whatever, he brought a kid from his school and brought him over. But going into the whole entire season, like I was getting written up by news articles saying like, this is going to be their number 1 guy this year. Like he's going to be getting the ball. Like we're ready to see Parker Solid make a new jump. Also stuff. So I had high expectations for myself going in. So he brings over this other receiver, and I'm like, I know I'm the best receiver. Coach is telling me I'm the best receiver, so I'm not tripping. I'm like, this is my spot. I'm not going to lose this stuff. That coach ends up, like, no bullshit. We have a wristband system. All the plays that were designed for me, he changed it from me to this guy that he brought over.
I hate
And the thing that's crazy, I had my wide receiver coach crash out to our head coach saying like, why the hell are you doing this? Like, are you stupid? They scrapped, bro, in practice.
No.
Our head coach was a white guy, smaller dude named Benny Palmer, and we had a 6'2", 6'3", wide receiver named Jared Elmore, Coach Elmore. Him and the head coach scrapped because he was like, are you stupid? Like, our season going down already, and now you're trying to replace the number 1 receiver on our team with the guy you brought over. But here's the crazy thing. The guy that he brought over is actually pretty good. Mm-hmm. He's pretty good. But why wouldn't you put me on the field, him on the field, some other people on the field? So we're over here like, what the hell is going on?
Both of y'all just can't be on the field.
That's what I'm saying. And we even had a running back who committed to UNLV too. So like, our team was loaded as hell. But then we were playing like this. And so like I'm saying, I look at the new playbook while we're in the meeting, and I just see every single play that was designed for me gone.
Just
gone. I didn't have a single play for me. They even tried to change my position too, because at the time I used to play outside, and I played slot here and there, like I was switching and whatnot. But when he took my spot or whatever, I didn't lose it.
He just gave it away.
He just gave it away. And like, I'm not being cocky, I ain't being any of that. He literally just gave it away. So that's why my wide receiver coach was scrapping with him. He was like, there's no way, like, you serious. And so I'm dead ass. We walked out the meeting, and I'm telling my homeboy, I'm like, hey, bro, I'm out. This motherfucker like, bro, like, you'll get over it. Like, next week. I'm like, dude, no. Like, I worked my ass off to be in this position and everything. Was I thinking about my future in college football? Fuck no. I was like, man, I can play football anywhere. I didn't think anything about recruiting. And so I'm like, homie, I'm leaving. I start packing my shit. He's like, yo, where you going? I get into my car. Have 2 of my wide receiver teammates. They just come to my car and they're like, yo, what are you doing? We got practice. I'm like, bro, I'm out of this one. Dog, I get my whip, drive home. I'm like, oh, I can't go to college no more. I'm like, damn, I can't go to college no more. I'm like, shoot, I can't go to college football. Like, all those offers that I had, I'm like, oh, I did not think. Because if my head coach communicates to those colleges he quit or something, why would those colleges be like, yeah, we want him?
Yeah, it's over.
I ain't tell no coach I was talking to that I quit football. I swear, I put that on everything I love. I did not tell a single coach. I didn't tell this school. I didn't tell this school, hey, I quit college. Man, I quit high school football. Like halfway through the season. They didn't know.
That's crazy.
And the crazy part is, I believe that one of the coaches wanted to come watch one of my games. And so I was like, I'm like, yo, hold on.
That told Coach
like,
he hurt.
I got a hamstring injury, like Coach Buffalo, like that type of stuff. So I'm over here like, oh. And so when I quit and everything, I didn't go through that process. And here's the thing: this school, shout out to them. I'll give you all that respect. Shout out to them. They didn't give up on me. So, you know how at the end of the year, and I think Noah's in the chat. So Noah, you should know about this. So. And you should as well. Like when you commit to a college at the end of the school year, you do that letter of intent in front of the whole entire school or inside the gym or what signing day type. Yeah. I couldn't do that. My head coach didn't allow me to have a signing day with everybody else. So I had to go inside the library in one of those like rooms where you can scream and you can't hear, like they can't hear you from the outside or whatever. And I said a whole entire speech saying I am committed to Concordia University, Wisconsin, all by myself. In this small little room because I couldn't do signing day because my head coach. So yeah, that's the story of how I literally quit football and then I'm still good to go in college. So thank God for that, man.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But nah, that's fucked up. He just gave your shit away like that.
That's what I'm saying. All the plays I had, bro. I'm so glad my coach fought for me, bro. My wide receiver coach. I was like, damn.
All right. Next question. How has college like changed you as a person, or has it changed you as a person at all?
I would say it absolutely did. Not only as a football player, but as a black man, for sure. Cause like, here's the thing: in Iowa, there's not a lot of people that look like us until you go to Des Moines. Like when you go to Des Moines or like downtown, especially like during Saturdays or Fridays, like whenever it gets busy in downtown. You'll start noticing, okay, there is some black people around here, but it's like, you got to go actively looking for them. Now, at Simpson, I realized, okay, I'm a black man, and everything I do can affect, my life. Like, it can affect all these different things. Like, if you're going to hang out with a girl, make sure that, I don't want to say anything bad, but make sure that, like, people know where you are. Make sure you be respectful, of course. Make sure you don't do anything, that you shouldn't be doing. Because you don't want anybody saying anything, and then that shit spreads like wildfire. One of the first things I did wrong here, bro, was I don't know if I can say that. Never mind. I don't know if I can say that. I can't do that. But just know, I almost made a mistake, and I caught myself. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm like, you know what? Nah. So basically, the stuff I learned was, be a better black man, first of all, I even created this whole YouTube thing and this whole TikTok thing to inspire the next generation. So, like, I realized there's a lot of people that are like you and I who might be a backup, who might have had a terrible situation in high school where, they had D1 people start in front of them. Like, for example, our number one wide receiver on our team, Noah Craycraft, he had D1 players in front of him. And he was a backup or whatever it was. And now look at him now. Like, so it's like a diamond in the rough situation. So, like, there's a lot of people out there. And for my platform, it's to basically be like, you know what? Even if you might be the shortest, even if you have, your routes aren't as sharp or whatever, there's still a pathway to get to college for you. And especially if you want tips and tricks or want to know the insights of college football and stuff, like Book of Rome or J. Romelus is the way to go. And that's stuff I learned where it's not just, oh, I'm a football player. Like, I got to inspire the next generation. Like, these recruits that pulled up to the little football thing that we just had.
The NCAA tournament. Yeah.
Hell of, like, a lot of them said, oh, you're Book of Rome. And I was like, for that, to hear that, bro, I remember me as a little child being like, man, I wish people could recognize me. For them to be like, that's Book of Rome, and then for some kids that just be pulling up to the gym and hooping and stuff like that, be like, oh, your Book of Rome, like that's the stuff why I'm doing this stuff, and that's something that I really love, and that's something I truly learned here. So yeah.
Nah, I like that. Just for the simple fact, because I had an instant like when my senior year, like I'm 5'9", bro, like, and I played guard, offensive guard. Mm-hmm. Didn't nobody want no 5'9" offensive guard, bro. But at the same time, though, like I was ranked like highly in Mississippi, like as an offensive lineman. Like even though I was 5'9", but didn't nobody give me that shot because once again I'm 5'9", and I like that because like you're going like I went on visits. Like I went on this one visit, bro. Coach dead ass told me you too short to play on my O-line, bro. I was like, what?
Yeah, so
like after that shit, bro, I low key like gave up on recruiting, cause before that I didn't have no offers, so I was like, bro, I'm gonna just pack it up. Time to go to the workforce.
Real talk.
But then Simpson came around, got me, so I'm no longer an old lineman, but we made it work.
Right.
But one question that came to my mind: what made you like start Book of Rum, like before you even like
came to college?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, it was just the fact that becoming a Division III football player in general, because like that whole entire mindset of D1 or bust, like, and Noah, I don't want to be that type of guy or whatever to harp on you or whatnot, but like when Noah first got here, like his whole entire mindset was D1 or bust, right? But then this man has transformed into a person that you can respect, who you can call a captain, who you can, look at for guidance and stuff like that. Not because he's, a Division III football player. It's because he has the will and grind to, really work on his craft and show people, like, even though I might be a Division III player, I work harder than you, and you cannot tell me anything because my stats right here, go look at it. So, like, my thing is, like, when it comes to just football in general, there's a whole bunch of diamond in the roughs.
Yeah.
And so the fact that people are going D3 and doing all these like crazy things, having crazy stats, like there was even a person at the senior football thing. I forgot
the Senior Bowl.
The Senior Bowl who was going crazy. He was a Division III football player.
He's either a D tackle or offensive lineman. I think he was a D tackle, right? But I saw his highlights. Yeah, he was going off.
He went off, and then there was even a receiver that just went crazy. And there was I believe on the Buccaneers right now, there's a Division III football player who plays O-line. So it's like those type of things, just diamond in the rough mindset. And so with Book of Rom, like I started off kind of like trying to go with the trends, like go ask the girls, like, would you rather have a gay son, daughter type thing. Those videos would do, viral stuff. But I'm like, I'm missing something. Like, I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to be the Division III version of Destroying, or I want to those type of things. Like, there's a guy named Richie Murphy who literally does football, and he does like arena ball, and he showed all these different things. And I'm like, man, if I could just say to the next generation of kids, or the 5'9" guys, like, don't give up on your dreams just because someone else told you can't do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got it, bro. There's an all-pro O-lineman on the Broncos and Tyron Montgomery who just went to John Carroll. Yeah, exactly, bro. So like those people to me, they didn't give up on their dreams. Now look what they're doing. They probably gonna get not drafted, but signed as an undrafted free agent right now.
Oh, real talk.
So it's like, don't give up on your dreams just because someone else said that you can't.
All right, next question. You said you working on your mental. What's something that you're working on mentally?
I'm working on realistically, I'm trying to get out the comparison, because for me, obviously, I'm not 100%. Even though I am lifting with y'all, I know, for one, I'm not healthy with my weight. I know that for one. I know that if I keep looking at these guys and keep comparing what I'm doing on the field and what they're doing on the field, they're not going to be the same. And regardless of what I do at this current moment, I will not be the same as them. And to be honest, I don't think I ever will be, who I was prior to that. But if I can just get out the comparison theory and comparison, and just, believe in myself and just, put my head down and work, I feel like that would help my mental health a lot. But just for right now, it's really hard to kind of go through those things where, you want to be better. You want to, show that, hey, don't give up on me, y'all. Like, because to be honest with you, when we announced that we were getting a new OC, if it wasn't gonna be, Coach Rob and Coach Boyer, bro, I totally thought I was gonna be forgotten, like, and that made my mental health, go down a little bit. So when we had that meeting, bro, and I heard that, I was kind of relieved because I'm like, man, the last thing I want to do is be forgotten, because like I feel like I have something to prove, and that something to prove mindset comes from Division III football players. So, yeah.
I like that. All right. What motivates you on days like when you're exhausted? What motivates you to keep getting up, going to weights, or going to the field, putting in that work? What motivates you?
Honestly, Coach Hoskins in that group that won and 9. And the reason why is because, bro, who was on that team? Joe Bream and all that, right?
Yeah, Joe Bream.
Like, to be 1 and 9, especially as a college football team, like that type of stuff. Like Coach Schmitz even talked about, a lot of people quit from that time, from then until now. But the people that stayed, they saw the vision, and the fact that we're 6-4 now with Hoskins, that should be a testament of don't give up on that guy. He knows what he's doing. And the crazy part, not even the crazy part, but the thing I love so much about the school is he's the only coach that I know that has ever cared about mental health and you as a personal, like, an actual person, not just a football player, a person. And so that's the thing that, drives me. It's like, man, today I don't want to do it. Today, my mental health is going down. Like, dude, my sophomore year, I missed so much weights and so much of meetings and so much of whatever due to mental health. And, like, that stuff was driving me insane. Now, this year, I haven't missed one time because I want to be part of that. I want to be part of the 7-3 team or, the 8-2 team. Like, I want to be part of those things and, show, like, hey, I was here, I put my head down, and I worked just like that group with Joe Bream and all them. That's what.
No, I like that. And another thing to hit on what you said about Coach Hop, like he cares about your mental. He really does. Man.
Yeah.
Because I kid you not, during the season, bro, like, if y'all don't know, my dad passed, like, last year in March.
My condolences.
But, no, I'm good. But, yeah, he helped me through, like, all that. I was going, like, it was, like, I was so down, bro. I did not go to class for, like, 3 weeks in a row, bro. Like, I did not feel like doing nothing. And, like, he brought me into his office, talked to me. Like, if I needed time off, he gave me that. Like, he gave me all the time that I needed, and I'm back. So,
Great.
It's like, I actually never had a coach like that. Because my, like, coach in high school, bro, I mean, even though we won championships, like, he didn't give a fuck. Right? He just wanted to win championships.
Right.
I mean, he taught me lessons about, like, toughness and shit. But, like, when it came to, like, mental, bro, like, he didn't even care about none of that.
Exactly. And honestly, that's my pitch to anybody who's looking at Simpson. If you want a coach that doesn't just care about you as a football player, but as a man and care about your mental health, like, this is the place to go to. And a brotherhood, bro. We're building something. So it's like, that's something too right there.
All right, next question. What is the hardest part about being a student athlete to you?
Well, with Division III, that moolah. That moolah. Especially trying to find time to work, bro. It's like, especially with all the stuff that we got going on. Like, I don't know how people worked in fall camp. Like, when fall camp was around, I don't even think people really try to even work sometimes. But, bro, trying to find time to, get money while being a student athlete at the Division III level, that's one of the hardest things to do, man. Like, it's so hard to get money. And having a girlfriend on top of that, all your money goes straight to your girl, bro. Like, oh my gosh, I just worked my butt off for $50. Oh, thank you, give me that. It's like, bro, like, come on, bro, like,
I want some food.
I want some food, okay? Like, come on, Valentine's Day. Hey, that $153, bro. That's how much I spent, bro.
Hey, that's why you get them side hustles going, man.
Real talk.
All right, so this, like, comes back to what we was talking about earlier about Coach Hop and, like, teaching us things outside of football. What has, like, and it can be, like, any coach, not even Coach Hop. What has a coach, like, taught you, like, beyond the sport of football?
That's a great question. That as a man, you have a lot of responsibilities, especially when a child comes into play. That like, I mean, this could kind of also fit into football. Like, there's a lot of times where you want to give up, but later on in the future, you're going to have a child, or hopefully you have a child, but you can't give up on that child, bro. Those times when it's football and it's like, man, like it's too hot outside. It's this, it's that. It's like, man, I just want to give up. Your child gonna be there, and you can't give up on that. And my coaches put that into my mind of like, you're not only just a football player now. Like later on, when you have a child, when you have someone that relies on you, when you have that girlfriend or whatever, you can't give up on them, because if you do, then for one, you're not a real man, and then for two, you giving up. They gonna use that against you too. So just keep that in mind.
All right, so going on to the next question.
My phone at 1%.
I got a charger. You got what you take Type C?
Nah, bro. I'm on the old one. It's cool.
What is the biggest lesson that you've learned from being a part of this college football team?
The biggest lesson?
Yeah.
This might go very bad with Noah, bro. Just because, you know, there's people over there like harping on you and stuff like that, that doesn't mean that they hate you.
Mm-hmm.
It means that they just want what's best for you. And when you're doing the workouts or doing a certain thing, it's kind of hard to see that. But then after the fact, you realize, man, they just want you to succeed. And in that moment, all you want to do is just fight back and argue. But then you realize, man, like, they're doing this because there's a bigger vision beyond us. Like I said, that 1-9 team, I guarantee you, when people quit, they're like, man, this team ain't gonna get any better. They ain't gonna do this. It doesn't matter what player comes here. They ain't fixing this program. But now they're to a point where it's like, oh snap! Like I was a part of something. Yeah. Why do you think those alumni come to watch our games and stuff now? Because they're like, man, I remember when we used to be this. Now you guys are this. Like it's a testament of, you know, keep going.
All right. Like speaking on the first part of what you were saying, how do you handle like feedback or criticism for coaches or from your teammates as well?
I mean, at first, to be honest, I hated criticism from my teammates. Like to be honest, I would not listen to them at all unless it was like, you know, blocking schemes and whatnot. Like that's fine. But when they would just harp on me about each and every new thing, I was just like, dude, like shut up. To be honest with you, now from a coach, I absolutely love it because like working on your craft, and there's a lot to football that you don't know, and different techniques, especially as a wide receiver, like different types of stems, different types of releases that you learn. Like there's a lot of different things that, you know, you learn from coaches and whatnot. But at first, bro, taking criticism, I couldn't do it from my own teammates because I'm like, for one, I'm older than you, and then two, it's like, what do you got to teach me? I was arrogant. I can't lie, I was arrogant as hell when I first got here.
Real talk, bro.
And now I just realized we're part of something, bro. Like, we're part of something. We're building something here. So
going against bro in teams, bro.
Like, real talk.
Bro used to talk hella shit.
Real talk. Like,
I ain't even say nothing to this nigga. He just talk shit for no reason.
Yeah, like shoot, Savario, my God, bro. But like, we would compete, and I'd be like, damn, like he would try to talk to me. I'm like, bro, like shut up, bro. Like I don't want to listen to you. Or, I don't want to talk to you or whatever. But then I realized, man, we competing at the end of the day. Like, should we Division III players? We doing the shit for the love of the game.
that's
for the love of the
game,
game, bro. So it's like going against each other and stuff like that. Like that brings something out of us, and it's like, you know what, F it. You know, we doing shit for the love of the game anyways.
You know, I honestly, me personally, I don't even realize that we do this shit just for the love of the game sometimes. Like.
Hey, them tempo runs, bro. Like, that makes me realize we do this shit for the love of the game,
I don't be realizing that shit until, like, I'm deep in some shit. Like, if I'm tired as fuck, I'm like, bro, what am I getting out of this shit? I'm really just doing this shit for the love of the game right now.
Oh, my gosh, bro. Hell yeah.
But, like, I don't even think, like, people have that mindset, though. Like, we just do this shit for the love of the game. Because, like, at the end of the day, you're getting something out of it, even though, like, if you're not playing, you're still going to get something out of it.
Right.
Because, like, especially if you're here, just because of the simple fact, like, coaches don't just teach you lessons, like, that just carry over in football. Right. They teach you life lessons.
Right, 100%.
So, like, I feel like you get what out of it, whatever you put into it. it doesn't matter if you just doing it for the love of the game or not.
Right.
All right. Next question: who or what keeps you grounded? What keeps you level-headed? Or who keeps you level-headed?
My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I don't have to say anything else. That's it. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
All right. What advice would you give high school athletes hoping to come to play football in college?
Take your time. Go to those camps. Do not go to mega camps. If you go to mega camps, all they're gonna do is, the whole point of mega camps is to take your bread. Like real talk. Because here's the thing, and they tricked me too, and I feel dumb as hell to even admit that. Think about it like this: you got all these coaches coming to one camp to come watch new talent and whatnot, and guess what? Only like 2 or 3 guys get offers or whatever. Think about it like that. 2 or 3 guys like get offers. How much bread do you think they all got? And they're going to split it evenly between all these different schools. You got to think about it like that. If you go there, if you know you do not have a good 40 time, if you know you don't have a good, broad jump and stuff like that, those camps are made for people who are like those really superb athletes. Go to those individual college camps where you can do, if you're a receiver, you can do those one-on-ones, you can do, routes on air, whatever you want with the quarterback, those type of sessions, you can do that. But bro, if you're planning on going to a mega camp, do not go to a mega camp. You are not going to get an offer unless you're freaking Jeremiah Smith, bro. Like, I'm telling you right now, don't go to mega camps. They are a waste of money, and they trying to steal this from you, bro. That's it. So don't go to no mega camps. And Twitter gonna be your best friend, or X, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna be your best friend, because I'm telling you right now, it does not matter if they respond or don't respond. If you send all those type of hello, my name's Jay Romelus, and here's my huddle and stuff like that, there's gonna be one. It doesn't matter if it's your millionth text you sent out or whatever. There's going to be one, because I guarantee a school needs a slot, a corner, safety, linebacker, something. And that could be you. Just saying.
Speaking on what he said at first, yes. Mega camps are fucking scams, bro. Especially rivals, bro. Rivals got
yes,
bad, bro.
Them, what's it called? Them All-American Bowl?
Yeah. Rivals got me bad with that shit my junior year, dog.
Oh, my God.
I kid you not. And half of the coaches that come to those camps, bro, they already have who they're, like, they already know who they want to look for anyway. So, like...
Oh, you're so dumb, bro.
Yeah. It's just because, like, you want to get, like, everything out of it. Like, you want to get the offers. So, like, you'll do anything to get those offers. Right. Especially, like, me, for sure. Like, I was just trying to do any and everything to get an offer. Rival sent me an email about a camp. Bam, I'm on the way.
Exactly.
Spent money, went up there. Didn't get nothing out of it.
Not jack shit, bro. Now, here's the only reason why I'd recommend to go to one of those camps. If you're a person that has no numbers on you, like you don't know your 40 time, you don't know anything because it's always been a handheld, that's the only reason why I would go there, because they have lasers and stuff. That's the only reason. But besides that, do not go to the damn camps, bro. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a bean.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. All right. On to the rapid fire questions. What's your favorite game day music genre to listen to?
R&B.
All right. What's your favorite song to listen to before game days? What's your game day song?
Smooth Criminal, Mike Jackson.
Smooth Criminal, Mike Jack. Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you have any game day superstitions? Like, is there something you have to do before every game?
It's kind of like the pre-game routine of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have to start off when I walk onto the field, go to the 27-yard line because my jersey number, and pray there. If I go to 26 or 28, it's gonna be a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my superstition. And another thing is, it's like I do things in increments whenever I start warming up. So like if I do 2-hand catches, side-to-side catches, 10, then 1-hand catches, 5 on each side. If I do 4, if I do 6, I feel like there's some wrong. So like I have to do those things every single time I'm on the field. Every single time.
Okay. All right, last question of the day. One word to describe being a college student athlete.
Pain.
Pain? Why pain?
You said one word?
I know one word, but why pain though? Like I've heard spontaneous, I've heard hard, but I've never heard pain before. Why pain?
The reason why I say pain is this, bro. As a student athlete, especially during like I said, fall camp, you're gonna be sore out of your damn mind. You're gonna want to take that nap. If you take that nap and you oversleep, you're cooked. So, even just fall camp aspect, but in the classroom, and when you have all those different meetings for football, all these community service things you have to do, all these different things that's gonna really show you, is this the love of the game? Are you doing this for a bigger purpose? Like, what is it? So, when I say pain, I just mean like, there's gonna be times where you're like, damn, I don't know if I really want to do this. Is it really worth it? Like, do I really want to go? And then you realize, damn, like this shit kind of fun. Like, to be honest with you, like for me, wrestling tournaments, like I like going to support Connor, and especially I love the women's wrestling here. Like they really do their stuff. But sometimes there's like times where I don't want to go to certain sporting events, but I'm like, man, I don't really like it. And then when you with your homeboys and whatnot, that shit fun as hell. That shit's fun. Like I remember last year there was a softball game that we were like quote unquote required to go to. I'm like, dude, I don't really want to go. And then we started chanting at Central.
Oh yeah.
And all that type of stuff happened. And I was like, yeah, that was funny as hell. Just those type of things. So it's just one word, pain.
I think it's just what you make out of it the whole time.
Right.
But before we end it off, is there like anything else you want to say to the audience out there?
Never give up on your dreams, and God will always provide if you just trust and believe in Him. Nothing's impossible. God is the way, the truth, and the life, and I want you guys to know that if you are going through any mental health things, please talk to somebody, especially if you're a man. I'm not saying that the women don't go talk to people. Obviously, you should, but I'm speaking for this part, for men. I know that society tells you that you can't talk about your feelings, or, you know, like you're too strong, or all these different things. I'm telling you, you won't be less of a man by talking about how you really feel. And just because of societal pressure, that doesn't mean you should not talk to somebody. So always talk to somebody, even if it's someone who you really don't talk to on a day-to-day basis. Just talk to somebody. And if things get really bad, you know, call that suicide hotline, because, you know, we'll be here for you. We don't want you gone for the rest of eternity or life. So just want to say, stay another day, and it's okay to not be okay.
All right, I appreciate you, J-Ron, for coming through on the pod, man. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button. Comment down below any more questions you want me to ask the athletes, or which athletes y'all want to have on. Don't forget, Spotify link will be down in the description. Also, link to my boy J-Rom's channel will be down in the description as well. Y'all go mess with his channel, mess with all his socials in there. And that's all I have for you. Peace.
Deuces.